Okay, guys, another season. I'd like to welcome Jared, who's going to be one of our new hosts, and Sandy Wolofsky, who's our field producer, and Jerry and Carolyn Booth, who's our intern for part of the season.
I did my story on two girls who did an internship program over the summer to become cops, and so they can help improve relations between ethnic communities and the cops. So we got to drive around in the cop car and see what they did.
I did one on this really cool 22-year-old girl. It's amazing. She runs the Buzz 99.9. A lot of you guys probably already heard it. And it's an amazing station. It's only run by one person. That was really neat. We went to go talk to her. And I also did a story on a punk group called Reset. They're one of the hottest new bands in Montreal right now. They're coming out with a CD pretty soon, and we just went to go talk to them.
We also did a story on kids who are living on the streets in Montreal and what it's like to be out on the streets and living on no money and sort of working their way through life without really anything to look forward to.
So, Josh.
I did a story on Rap City 96, which was a concert contest with about 10 rap bands all competing for studio time. It was sponsored by Gloria Estefan, and it's pretty serious.
I don't know if I'll ever have a job or like normal life, but I don't think I want it anyway. I get to pick what I do, like to choose more than people that have their everyday routine, boring life. I don't want that.
I don't ask anyone to change the way they look, so if you'd rather me sleep here and pan for food just because of my haircut, then I'm going to do that because I don't want to know you if you're that shallow.
I've really lost all interest in doing anything. The way people look at you and the way people treat you and stuff for circumstances that are uncontrollable. And I don't know, I just take things as they come, I guess.
When you're a kid living on the streets, you scrape by any way you can. We hung out with some homeless punks to find out how they survive. Panning for money, sharing space with junkies. Check it out.
This is home. Nice boots, Drew.
The fun.
This is where it's fun.
Probably just want to get a sock and follow you.
Okay, the fun's over. Anybody home? Hey, there's a rat. Literature, cool. This is home. There's no dryer and washer and stuff like that, but it's still home.
Just because we live on the streets and we look different from the norm, we're not all junkies and stuff. All the holes in here are filled with needles because I've tossed them away and stuff every day. There's a needle here. We come here at night, we go to sleep, and after that, like 4 or 5 in the morning is when basically everybody has their money for their fix, and they come in here and shoot up. I mean, I just lost a friend the other day. She died, and you know, because of heroin and needles and bullshit like that, and just stupid. I mean, I have to clean up that crap every day, and all it is a constant reminder of my dead friends. You know, it's sickening. It really is. I don't know. There's ups to living like this, and there's a lot of downs to living like this. I mean, if I had a chance to have my own apartment or, you know, live like that or whatever, I certainly would. I mean, I'd much rather have my own apartment than have to stay here. I mean, I basically make like $10, $20 a day panhandling. That's not enough to, it's not enough, like, after eating and whatever, it's not enough to have a place to live, you know?
I've been trying to get a job for like almost 3 years. I don't have an address, nice clothes, a place to shower, a phone number, resumes. I don't have any of that. Nobody's gonna hire me. Like, I'm not gonna change the way I look just so I can kiss your ass and get a job.
Cops really don't like us. They give us a hard time a lot. They believe that everybody, like, they basically have the opinion that everybody who is on the street has another place to go and stuff.
We have homes and we're just
yeah, they think that we're just out here like for fun.
We don't hunt squatters. We mostly intervene on complaints. Some of our police officers do not act as they should react or act with those people who, of course, look quite different from the majority, and they sometimes do not consider them as human beings. We're not looking for trouble. We're only looking for solutions, and the solution is partly in the attitude of the youngsters, in the punks, and also partly in the attitude of some of our officers.
If there's a place that's not being used, and there's people who need a place to be, I don't see the problem with it, you know? I mean, it's, obviously no one's doing anything with this place. You know, it's just been left here to rot. I mean, if people can make use of it, then why not?
I think people on the street are like, we're closer to each other, like we stick up for each other. Like you got one slice of pizza you'll share with like six other people. It's like we share everything and we're closer and like we can talk. A lot of people that have their little routine life don't seem to have that. They don't have time for it. We have lots of time. We have too much time.
What do you guys think of music radio in Montreal?
It's so bad because there's nothing good on. It is. It's crappy.
We hate commercial stuff. That's basically it. We're ravers.
I don't listen to Montreal stations anymore. I try to get Buzz 99.9 in Blacksburg.
You know what this is? 99.9 WBTZ.
By frequency modulation, these relayed programs are transmitted from station to station, from city to city, and from mountaintop to mountaintop by means of crystal clear FM broadcasting.
The Buzz. Hi, and welcome to beautiful downtown Peru in upstate New York. Yes, that's a cornfield, and I don't know about you, but I was not expecting to find a brand new alternative rock station here. But find it we did, and it's run by one person, one solitary person, a very talented young woman, 22 years old, and we're about to meet her right now.
Hey, you must be Neil.
All right, you're Stephanie.
You gonna come in and play some radio with me?
Okay, I'm gonna come in and play some radio. Here we go. Alanis. Let's find something else. We play a lot of Foo Fighters, because they rock. So when did you start broadcasting here? Like, when did this whole station come up?
5 a.m.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, we're not on the air yet. 5 a.m. Monday morning, August 5th, was when we did the switch. You know, took off Mariah Carey, took off Bryan Adams, and came back with Beck and U2 and Green Day, and it was amazing. We were dancing in the parking lot. It was absolutely unbelievable. Our wall of CDs over there, half of it, if not more, is my personal collection. I've basically sacrificed my music for this station because we needed to get it on the air. I load them into a computer, which is a big fat hard drive, which is right here. And that's where all the music comes from, actually, is that little black box right now. It's automated for now. Once we get jocks on the air, it'll be live from CDs.
So how did you land the job here? How did you get hired, like, in this place here?
Well, it was, like I said, it was a lot of luck, a lot of coincidence. I happened to be at a club the same night that the guy who was looking for a program director for a new 100,000-watt station was in the club, and we met, and we totally hit it off, and he just said, you know, yeah, you're it, I know it. I think they're very happy with me basically because I'm insane, and I will work until I can't stand anymore, because that's how dedicated I am to radio and music in general, and this station is going to be my baby. I am just going to put everything into it because I love it. I get so much out of it. People think I'm a little young, but once they see what I'm capable of doing, they tend to give me a lot of respect because they seem to be so surprised that I can do so much at this age. All right, thanks for playing. And also, I've got that wacky, youthful energy that they just can't resist. So. Roddy, the keyboardist. Yeah, and we're working on getting a few other ones. I don't really want to, like, give you names until I can get them confirmed. Yeah. Well, that'd be really cool. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. Coming out here, and, you know, right now the office is in Peru, which is, you know, I'm across the street from a cornfield. There's nothing over there, and there's nothing over there. I have to drive half an hour to get a sandwich. So that was a bit of a culture shock. But it's actually kind of good because I do so much work. I very rarely get outside at this point. These are kind of like the archives of what used to be WGFB, which is now WBTZ. This dude right here, we've decided, is the rebel without a clause that decided to start alternative commercial radio or something like that. I mean, look at him. He's the only guy in the whole room with sunglasses. It's the middle, you know, it's the middle of a convention and he's got his shades on.
We had a badass in 1946.
Exactly. You know, he's breaking all the rules. I'm totally selfish and I want everything my way, which is why I now have 100,000 watts all to myself.
So there's a lesson to be learned
Exactly.
here.
Be selfish.
Be selfish.
Demand everything your own way, and you usually get it.
You will succeed.
Yep.
You will get.
That's my message to the youth. That's really bad. I'm not going to get a lot of fans out of this.
FM Broadcasting.
The Buzz.
Rock on.
If I were you, I'd get out of this neighborhood right away.
Hey. This is a misdemeanor. We could take you to jail for this. I got a little plan. Maybe we can work something out. You ever heard of Earl Scheib, Holmes? Look at that shit. Which I done put masking tape on his ears?
It's not like what you see in the movies.
Perception? I don't know. I don't bug them. They don't bug me. I've never had to do with the police.
I find they're real closed-minded.
Most of them are pretty cool.
Moi, j'ai jamais vu de noir policier à Montréal. Moi, jamais.
Impact is a program that encourages people from different ethnic minorities to come and take a look and see what the police force is all about.
Do interns get to do everything a real cop does, or
Yes, everything.
Everything? There are no limitations?
Well, like they observe, you know, like they're more observers, you know, like they're not directly involved in arrests or... but they have the same status as police officers.
They're secondary 4 students from different schools in the Montreal area. Our target group, it's only visible minority, people from ethnic cultural communities. Our focus is on these students.
En joue, on a quelqu'un qui lit des livres pornographiques. Fait que sur le bord de la piscine, fait qu'on va aller vérifier ça en joue là, vers les 10 heures. Fait qu'on va partir, puis on va faire les pas de Saint-Léonard, puis ça va rendre en joue.
Why did you guys decide to apply for this job over the summer?
Okay, for me, it was a chance to see what was a cop, you know.
What it was like.
What it was like. What does he really do, and how does he feel when he goes on calls and all that. So that was it, you know. And for me, it was a chance to see if someday I would go and do a police, you know.
How about you? Why did you want to apply for this job?
Well, I was interested in the police a bit. I wasn't too sure what it was like, so I wanted to know more, like Lorena said. And it's like, because I only had an idea that it was patrolling. But there's so much more to it now that I'm almost finished and seeing all kinds of things. So I really like it.
It gives positive results, and this is a summer job for them, so they are paid, and hey, what better do you want to do something that you like and be paid for?
Ça aurait été volé, on l'aurait vu sur notre ordinateur. Le monsieur, là, il n'a pas de permis de conduire, il n'a pas d'assurance sur son véhicule. Là, il y a quelques contraventions à rédiger dans ce cas-là.
So what are some of the most exciting things that have happened, like where you've caught somebody, you know, in a criminal act or something?
Okay, well, first of all, me, it was on a D shift. We're going on a call. Some people looked for this man before because he was bugging kids and all that. He used to always approach them and talk with them, but sometimes he was too close to them, so... There were 2 kids in the park that saw the guy and they recognized him. They told the police it was him, so that's why the police came and took him.
So what have you learned the most from your experience this year?
I learned everything. It was really exciting. I learned a lot that I thought the police force is more military, but I find they're more like very human. They're just like everybody else.
Do you want to become a police officer?
Before I started this, I was like saying maybe I'll become one, you know, but right now it's like I'm going for sure, I'm going to go for it. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it in the future.
Although it may not seem like much to you, this little warehouse right here in about 3 hours' time is about to start rocking with hundreds of people, all here to listen to one of the hottest new bands to come out of Montreal. Hi, I'm Neil from BuzZone.
Hey, I'm Pierre.
Pierre. Is there anything what we do?
Cody, man.
Do you guys think of yourselves as a punk band?
People consider punk as being like Sex Pistols or stuff like that, or Total Chaos, or like Mohawks and all that, like green hair and all that, but we're just like punk rock. The scene kind of changed and got cleaner, and now it's called like new school punk rock, and it's that's what actually we are.
So what's more important to you, the music or the lyrics?
We think it's important to get a good message in our songs. We don't write songs just to say anything like blah blah blah, my house stinks or something like that. We like to put a message on our songs.
We deal with a lot of political issues, so that's important to us because we think, you know, we can make people think about some, you know, some important topics.
C'est tout bon, toute la musique, les paroles, tout, ça fait la musique du siècle.
So you're helping to promote the band Reset tonight, right?
Yeah, I think the Reset are really good and have a really good future in the punk scene. Hopefully, they will be able to go play in all around the world. They have a really good chance. They're really popular. I think it's the biggest band in Montreal, aside maybe Grimmskong and some band like that. But in the punk rock, they are the biggest band in Montreal.
But there's a big problem right now in our society. Like, we have strong opinions and we think that if we express them clearly, you know, it's possible that people might agree with us and just start to make their own idea about the problem. For example, we deal with abortion, you know, kind of issues. Obviously, we're all pro-choice here.
Exercise the right that you've been given as a citizen. Isn't that your duty to democracy?
We came out of the studio for a week in Morton Heights Studios, and we're we're finishing this album that we're doing, a 12-song album, CD. Be out probably, I'd say, beginning of November, beginning.
What was it like in the studio? Because this was like a major big deal. Like, I heard Rush recorded there and all these other bands, and then you guys showed up. Was it intimidating? Did you feel like...
Well, I think Morton Heights is it's probably one of the great studios in, maybe in Canada, I think so. All of the great musicians recorded there.
Like you said before, there's a Rush that played there, Bee Gees did their stuff there. There's a lot of bands.
Celine
Dion, the Bare Naked Ladies, Bryan Adams all played there, and so it's a very nice studio, and it was great. It was really fun, very comfortable.
Awesome. How big do you guys think you can become? Like, how far do you want to take this band?
I definitely hope that I can make a living out of this, because this is basically what I love. I love this. It's the best thing in my life that happened in my band. I have the most fun in there. I just hope I can get somewhere with this.
Rappers in Montreal speak with their own voice. Rap City 96 is an event organized to let that voice be heard. So listen up.
If you're black, white, whatever, as long as you're living what you're talking, then you're a good rapper.
Us, it's like just reality, what happens around life.
But no matter if we win or lose, we'll still be rapping and
my father was never there for me, now he's taking care of me. My mom made it all good for me. With the VP, flowing through the air with no fear, yes, it's we. You know when I know it's R.I.P. Yeah.
I was told on the streets of Burgundy that there was a Rap City contest, and that for the winner there was free studio time, and you get to meet Gloria Estefan and stuff like that. Like, it's almost a chance to make it large, and that's what we've been waiting for since we've been rapping for 3 years. You know, we're tired of just rapping on stage. We want to go places, make people know who we are, R.I.P. and this and that.
People producers and stuff are trying to make Montreal large, so it's hard right now, but we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it.
We want the contest. We want to win it. We want #1.
Guys, everybody out of the gym, please. We'll come and get you.
What does OYE mean?
OYE stands for Opportunities for Youth Empowerment, which also means, the direct translation for OYE in Spanish is listen to us. Oye is a foundation which is funded by Gloria Estefan and Sears, and she put in $1 million, and she's offered $20,000 to different organizations that are affiliated to United Way or Sontrade. So 14 Sontrade youth affiliates applied for this contest, and we won.
Where does the money go?
Where does the money go? A couple of $1,000s helped us put on the show, but $18,000 will be staying in the community. We do an anti-violence and anti-gang program, and we're always, our mission is to better the quality for the youth of Park Extension. So a lot of these kids that are into rap, they don't have a lot of opportunity, so we want to create a better opportunity for them and offer them prizes.
Tried to get paid, but we got locked up. Eyes in the gutter and hands handcuffed. No more robbing and token for the TYP. Life's a game which rolls around every family. I can't handle the day.
Rap's about sending a message. What's your message?
All the brothers in the hood should stop picking up the gun just to kill each other just for stupid reasons. Time to just put down the gun, get some knowledge in your head a little bit, and wake up, you know?
After a long time, people are finally starting to do things, you know, to represent Montreal, because we do have a voice and we want to get heard too, just like everybody.
Have respect, just like country music, just like dance music. Want to have respect. We're not gangsters, we're artists.
What are you guys going to do if you win?
If we win, our key, our main thing, make Montreal large, make Montreal large.
My reservoir of pieces has increased to increase my inner peace. I sleep safely, I smoke blunts daily.
I have no problem with music. It soothes the savage beast, and they're saying positive things, so I have no problem with it.
Next week on BuzZone, graffiti writers face off against City Hall. That's it for our first show of the season. We'll be back next week. Later.